This podcast is a proud member of the UUOP Network.
Welcome to episode 20 of the Taste of Universal podcast. I'm your host Tracy, and joining me are my co-hosts, we have Kayla, Kelly, and Shelby. Hello, girls.
Hello.
Hi, everyone.
Hi, I was saying hi on mute.
That's a good start, Kayla. How's everybody doing?
I'm getting ready for HHN.
Yeah, same. It's Horror Nights month.
Oh my god.
It's hard to think about it being spooky season, though, because this is honestly, guys, the hottest summer I've ever felt. I just spent a couple of days in Orlando before I drove back up here, and the heat index hit like 115 one of the days that I was in the park. So, Tracy, that's like 46, 47.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Celsius. Yeah, and it was like I don't care how much I love these parks, I'm leaving, sort of. So everybody, please be careful, stay hydrated, drink water, lots and lots of water, and not just soda and beer and things like that. Please drink
water.
Yes.
Every day I wake up and I get an alert. It's like heat advisory. I'm like, this I've never experienced where it's like every single day in a row for like over a week now.
Wow.
It's unbearably hot.
It seems like it's almost everywhere in America, and the different people at work in all different areas are like, yeah, us too.
I'm thinking this is kind of like worldwide, because like friends in Asia, it's way hotter than when I was there, and even here, I mean, at the moment we've got a really nice cool front that's moved in, but it's been unbearable here as well, and it's
I stopped at Six Flags over Georgia on my way back. I just drove back from South Florida to St. Louis, and anyone who complains about the lack of shade at Epic Universe needs to be forced to go to a Six Flag park in July, because none of the queues are covered. There are like football fields of walking with zero shade anywhere.
Oh my goodness.
Like all the picnic tables have no umbrellas, that sort of thing. So
that sounds awful.
if you need a refresher, of amusement parks and not theme parks, just take a little trip over to your local Six Flags and then feel very grateful for all of the indoor queues at Epic Universe.
Oh my gosh.
Wow.
So yeah, between the awesome announcements and probably the heat making me wish for cooler temperatures, I am so ready for spooky season. Like opposite Kelly, what you're saying of like, I agree, it's so hot, but it's making me just dream of black cats and pumpkins and HHN.
Yeah. And I hope it cools down by the time I get out there, because I don't want any more heat. Thank you very much. I'm British.
Yeah. You've got a little insurance policy this year coming in October rather than September that you might get. Yeah. You might maybe catch a break.
It might just not be as bad.
I was going to say, with the way it's been, though, it's not a guarantee, is it? So I'm expecting to still be warmer than usual, so we'll find out, though.
Yes, hopefully only 2 digits and not triple digit temperatures.
That would be nice. Yes. Cool. Yes. Okay, let's crack on then. Here's your menu for today. For our appetizer, we'll finally be giving you a brief overview of the dining options at Universal Orlando's newest resort, Helios Grand Hotel. For our entree, we'll be revisiting a topic we covered many moons ago, our perfect day at the parks. And as for dessert, we have a little surprise for you, so please listen until the end. And Kayla, will you get us started on the Helios conversation, please?
Yes. So on October.
It's really season in your brain.
On April 16th, Helios Grand Hotel opened over a month earlier than its scheduled debut. This gorgeous hotel is the first resort on property to be attached directly to a theme park, and it features a dedicated entrance to Epic Universe. This resort is operated by Lowe's and is in the signature category, but does not include Express Pass for either Epic Universe or Studios or Islands of Adventure. Dining options include table service at Flora Taverna and Bar Helios, the poolside quick service, Lotus Lagoon, and grab-and-go Aurora Market.
So Flora Taverna serves breakfast, lunch, and dinner, but it's important to note the operating hours. So breakfast is from 7 to 11 a.m. daily. Lunch is from noon to 3, and dinner is from 5 to 10 p.m. Reservations are highly recommended regardless of the time of day. For breakfast, you have 2 different options, very similar to Amatista at Sapphire Falls. So you can pay for the breakfast buffet, which is $36 for adults and $15 for kids. And this buffet includes made-to-order omelets and all your usual sweet and savory breakfast favorites, and includes coffee, tea, and freshly squeezed juice. If you aren't a buffet person, they also have a regular breakfast menu featuring Mediterranean-inspired breakfast dishes like lemon ricotta pancakes, baklava, French toast, and a shawarma spiced beef hash, which is shredded beef, poached eggs, roasted potatoes, charred onions, tomatoes, and jug.
Lunch at Flora Taverna includes shareable appetizers, salads, pizzas, burgers, gyros, and kebabs. This restaurant is definitely on the pricier side, but has elevated versions of classic dishes such as prosciutto and stone fruit pizza, a lamb burger, and a Wagyu beef burger. While there is a kids menu, even an order of chicken tenders or grilled cheese will cost you $15. Wow. So please factor this into your budget if you're planning to eat here.
And the dinner menu includes many of the lunch offerings, plus additional offerings. You can get shareable plates like seared scallops or charred octopus, and for main dishes you can find additional selections such as pastas, seafood options like grilled branzino, I think that may be, and entrees such as a 14-ounce ribeye or grilled lamb chops. Now please note that while this restaurant offers many side options such as roasted broccolini and za'atar fries, I don't know how to pronounce that one. Za'atar. Okay. I've learned something new. Many of these entrees do not come with a side, and you would have to pay for these separately, so bear that in mind. Please research the menu ahead of time through the Universal app. Okay. So, Kayla, what are your thoughts on eating here?
So we went here the day after grand opening. That was my flight was at whatever time that we could do lunch and basically leave right after to go to the airport. And it was a treat. It was a known treat. This was our anniversary trip, and my parents had offered to pay for it. And even whatever, it was like, Mark, we're going to get anything we want. We don't care about price. And this is a celebratory meal. So we got the ahi tuna crudo, which was gluten-free. It was delicious. It was really, really unique. It was very small, and it was $23. So I personally would never get it again, and maybe I would get it, or I'd recommend it if you're doing a special occasion kind of meal. Like, it was definitely a really neat thing to eat and very, very tasty, but just small. I note the smallness because then we both got sandwiches. Mark got a fried chicken schnitzel sandwich. And remember, he doesn't have any sort of allergies. And then I got the Wagyu beef burger on a gluten-free bun. And the fries are not gluten-free. I want to make that loud and clear.
What?
They said that and I asked, because I typically am okay even with cross-contamination, especially with fries. And they said, no, there's something in the breading that they added wheat to it. And the waitress went back and confirmed. So that was disappointing. However, they gave me the roasted broccolini, and it was amazing. We got a lot of food. In fact, I think I ate half and was like pretty stuffed. Okay. And Mark ate his whole and was like, I don't think he ate dinner. Like, I think I saved mine and then ate the rest of my sandwich on the flight, and he just got really, really stuffed and then didn't eat dinner when we got home. We were like, yes, it's pricey, but it was very delicious, and we both said we would come back. We would go back, especially if we ever stayed at Helios Hotel.
Okay.
That's cool.
Okay.
So I was anticipating with the type of restaurant that it would be expensive and that it would be kind of small. You know, I don't know. I feel like some fancy restaurants, it's like these tiny portions. So I was like very impressed with the amount of food we got. The waitress was awesome. You have access to the outdoor deck that looks out into epic. So that was really neat to walk out there and see. You could eat out there. It was very, very hot. So I really loved this restaurant. And again, Mark and I, and like Mark is pickier than me with this kind of stuff. And he was like, oh yeah, I would come back here. I think he even said, like, even if we weren't there, if we could figure out a time that made sense, we would go back. So that's my recommendation.
Okay. Kayla, was it loud? I've been to Helios. I haven't eaten here, but the restaurant looks beautiful, but it's right off the main lobby. So I've in thinking of more like when I think about like a Disney signature dining restaurant, they're usually like tucked away in a very quiet spot, but this was right off the lobby. Did that affect your experience at all, or?
No, we were sat pretty far in.
Okay, cool.
And it wasn't. I think that hotel is so small. I don't think it would get that loud. Maybe at the bar, and they do have bar seating. And I believe I asked, and I think they do serve food at the bar seating.
Okay, cool.
Okay.
It is stunning. It's really a pretty restaurant. The trees are really nice.
Yes.
And it's not like it's a more expensive restaurant. And I mean this in the nicest way, and no shade if you like bougier restaurants, but we were surprised. Like I felt like the staff was down to earth but still a little bit elevated. Like it was the perfect thing for me personally. Like I don't know. I'm not a big fancy person, so sometimes it was like we were greeted when we walked into Helios, and I'm like, "Hi, I'm just here to eat." Like I don't know what to say to you, sir. So it's not pretentious.
Yeah.
If there's any concern of it being pretentious, I don't think that it is. But I think also looking at the menu, they have a fried chicken sandwich. So it's like an elevated fried chicken sandwich. And so again, perfect for me.
So it's nice without being intimidating.
Yes.
Perfect.
That was the nice way to put it.
Yeah.
Thank you, Tracy.
Okay, that is definitely on my list now. Although, did you say breading on fries?
And like she double checked it. So
Breading, I'm
don't
kind of
know.
like, what? You
So I wonder,
you slice potato up and fry it.
like za'atar spice doesn't have wheat in it naturally, but sometimes I wonder if they like their coated fries that I've had before that have just a little bit of a coating on it to make it extra crispy on the outside.
Maybe
you guys know I
cauliflower
love a
or
good
flour.
like super crispy fry.
Yeah.
So I wonder if there's something, but like za'atar spice is not. It's like sumac and thyme and oregano and that kind of. It's a Mediterranean, kind of like a Mediterranean 5-spice sort of.
Sounds interesting.
Interesting.
Yeah. But the broccolini, I was really impressed with. So we all love potatoes on this podcast, but
Just a little bit.
it was really, really good.
We also, to be fair, love vegetables a lot on this podcast as
we
well.
do. That's true.
Yes. Yeah, we do.
All right, then moving upstairs, Bar Helios is the rooftop bar and restaurant on the 10th floor. It offers stunning views into Epic Universe. It is a full bar with specialty cocktails and a fairly large menu for a bar. Food service is from 4 to 11 daily, and the bar is open from 4 to midnight on Sunday through Thursday, and 4 to 1 a.m. Friday and Saturday. The menu mostly features seafood dishes, including the most expensive menu item at Universal to our knowledge, the Seafood Tower. Oh, coming in at a whopping $225, you can get the Seafood Tower. I need a vlogger.
There's vlogs out there.
Wow.
They're out there.
All right. This 3-tiered platter has snow crab claws, poached Florida prawns, East Coast oysters, and tuna sashimi. And it's meant to feed up to 4 people. Another signature item is the $165 tableside 32-ounce tomahawk steak. Other menu items include crab cakes, calamari, and desserts. And Kelly, you have been there.
I'm really glad you guys can't see my face. I'm really, really glad we're not on camera because I'm sure my face does not look good right now. Anyway, sorry, Kelly.
I have been there. I have not eaten any of these things, but I've seen some of them go by. And again, taking theme parking out of it and theme park prices out of it, as a native coastal Floridian, seafood's really expensive, especially fresh seafood, especially this kind of fresh seafood.
Mm-hmm.
And so while this like makes all of our jaws hit the floor with a giant thunk, that is like honestly about that's market price for this kind of seafood. If you are to get enough to feed 4 people, you would be paying about that much.
I think that's being missed, hasn't it? That it's really that's for 4 people, so you need to divide that by 4, and that's the reasonable price.
Yes, and that steak, that is a 2-pound steak, so it's also meant to feed no less than 2 people. Like a tomahawk steak is meant to be shared. It's a dining or culinary experience, not what you're getting from Big Fire necessarily. I had some of their signature drinks. They were okay. I just ordered a plain old fashioned and liked that more than their signature old fashioned, which is tequila based. So it was interesting to try, but was not my favorite. But I was there with our friends, Kevin and Tyler. We had like a 9:15 reservation or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
And we were seated inside. But when the fountain show started in Epic Universe, they dimmed the lights and started playing the music, and we all kind of looked around, and the waitress looked at us and was like, "You can go outside." And it was honestly like in a cartoon where the animal, like the character will run away and you just see the like puff of smoke behind them. Like the entire restaurant emptied out onto the patio immediately, and it was like because this is 10 p.m. There are no children in sight, and you're just watching like 100 grown adults with their faces smushed up against the glass, watching into Epic Universe. And I don't care how many times you've seen that fountain show. Mm-hmm. If you've not seen it from the air, from 10 stories up, it is a completely different experience. You really, really see how the entire park is interacting with this show. You get to see that every portal that gets its music played has the spotlight coming up during its time. You get to see all of the lights in Celestial Park interacting with the show. It is one of the coolest things I've ever experienced in a theme park ever. So if you can get one of those late evening reservations, go for it. Mm-hmm. We liked our drinks for the most part, but if you don't want to pay like $20, $25 for something that you're not sure you're going to like, it's a full bar. You can order a beer, order something that's safe and familiar or that you know you're going to love, and it'll be not considerably, it'll be a little bit less money than one of the signature cocktails. But it was, the experience itself was incredible. So I highly recommend that.
That's good. Yeah. Just out of interest, so the seafood tower, that works out per person just over $56.
And honestly, that's market price for a lot of these like fresh oysters, Florida prawns. Like this is the real deal fresh seafood, you guys. So if
seems quite reasonable for a restaurant like that.
If that's something that you enjoy, like like snow crab is a really sweet, really tender type of crab to eat. And these things are going to be very expensive, and you're very likely to get the freshest that's out there. So if anyone listening has eaten here and tried this, please let us know, because it's probably not something that I don't like oysters. And so I don't think I would partake in this unless it was, someone else at the table was paying for it, honestly. But yeah, we would love to hear your thoughts if you've enjoyed this exotic experience.
Indeed.
There also seems to be care in where they're getting the seafood. Yeah. So hopefully, it's market price, and it sounds like to me like you're getting the best of the seafood. So
yeah. And I'm glad you said that, Kayla, because also almost all of those items are also available just as a single dish, and there's no price on the menu. It says market price. So this is a fixed price, meaning that you're likely saving money depending on the season by ordering it all together. Okay. Any other thoughts on Bar Helios before I move us back downstairs?
I'm literally looking to book a Bar Helios for our Epic trip and cancel if needed, but I want to see the show from there. That would be amazing.
Yeah.
And Kelly, you're like, when you explained everything, I got goosebumps. So
yeah.
I might have to have a conversation with Lee. That's gonna be fun.
All right. Yeah. Well, going back downstairs, the Lotus Lagoon is the poolside bar and restaurant at Helios, and similar to many of the other resorts, you have a full bar, but you can also get snacks and entrees such as chicken wings, gyros, salads, chips and dip, kebabs, and sandwiches. So pretty simple poolside fare.
And I think you have to be staying at Helios to go.
You do. Yes.
This looks like much more strict than some of the other, like you can saunter up to the Cabana Bay quick service pretty easily, but this looks a little bit more restricted. Tyler, Kevin, and I wandered down there and we're like, oh, you can't even see the pool without a room key to get in. So
it's beautifully laid out because you have these little meandering paths to get down to it. The bar itself is absolutely gorgeous and a lovely big area that's all covered with nice seating. Very impressed with it down there. So
yeah, Tracy, I listened to the producer club behind the scenes of Media Day, and I'd already wanted to see the Helios pool, and listening, I'm like, I really want to see this pool.
Yeah, I mean it's small, but it's beautiful.
I hope maybe they open it at some point or figure out a means that you cannot stay there but still go. Like, I will give you my money. I will buy food and drink.
I don't think they will. Honestly, it is a small pool, so I don't think they will. I think they want to keep it that exclusive kind of like little oasis feel. Yeah, so I don't think that's going to be something that's going to be available unless you're staying there, unfortunately. But hey, if you get a good rate, it's an excuse to stay there.
There you go.
Just saying. Yeah. Shelby, what have you got for us?
Okay. Aurora Market is just off the main lobby to the right, and it's equal parts coffee shop, gelateria, and a grab-and-go market. The market side has prepackaged salads, sandwiches, snacks, and desserts. If you have a sweet tooth, you can grab something from a rotating menu of gelato flavors, and they do have a vegan gelato crunch that is amazing. I recommend getting a couple scoops and then going out on the patio. You can look at Epic Universe and wish that you were inside of it. I'm not speaking from experience, except I am.
Same.
The coffee bar features some Starbucks beverages, but can make other espresso-based options as well, such as an affogato, a scoop of gelato with a shot of espresso poured over the top. And this location is open from 6 a.m. to 11 p.m.
Okay, that's 11. That's quite late. So, I'm impressed with that.
There were a lot because like I said, we had a later reservation. We were probably coming back downstairs at like 10:30-ish. So there were a ton of people pouring in from Epic. And there were a lot of people with their nighttime scoops of gelato walking around.
Yeah.
So
that's like a good way to end the night.
Option. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Right then. Let's move on to today's entree. Sorry. Brain went off somewhere else. Way back on the very first episode of this podcast, we took you along with us for one perfect day at the Universal Orlando Resort. And through a magical combination of time turners, the Flu Network, and apparition, don't question us, it's our show, we were able to help you get to know us as we shared our favourite meals, snacks and attractions around the property.
Since recording that episode, Universal has opened a brand new theme park, added 3 new hotels, revamped park-wide entertainment, and overhauled many of their menus across the entire resort. Some good overhauls, some bad overhauls.
Yeah.
So we wanted to do a little update for our 20th episode. We have a ton of new followers and listeners, so we figured this was a great time to revisit the idea of our perfect Universal day.
So there are no rules here, and our one day doesn't need to make sense in the slightest. We can hop between parks, hotels, and City Walk in whatever order we would like. The goal of this episode is definitely not to give you an itinerary for your next trip, but for you to get to know us through our picks, and to add in a little fun. We're each allowed one turn of a time turner. So this will bring back one seasonal or historical food item or an extinct attraction to make our perfect day absolutely excellent. And for this excellent day, we will also be throwing our budgets out the window and not taking price into consideration.
We will each be starting with our metaphorical great day by sharing which Universal hotel we will be staying at for this magical trip. We will then share in any order our choice of breakfast, 4 attractions, a snack, and a beverage. After we have all described our wonderful first half of the day, we will move on to the second half, which will include our choice of lunch location, 4 more attractions, another snack, another drink, and a dinner spot. Our attractions can be rides, shows, other entertainment, or even a character meet and greet.
Now, before we dive in, we wanted to find a small way to thank all of our listeners for tuning in every month. So I'm excited to announce our first ever giveaway. Woo!
Woo!
So stay tuned for our dessert section at the end of the episode, and then we'll explain how to enter. So, okay, the table's set. Let's bring in our morning choices. And Shelby, you can kick us off.
All right. Well, I'm going to preface this by saying that my real perfect day would be just riding the carousel all day, but that would make for a really boring episode. So I didn't do that.
But not for you.
So I'm going to...
Wait. Shelby, you could have picked like, and first I ride on this constellation, and then I ride on this constellation.
I could. And there's enough constellation.
Yeah.
I just ride that all day. Okay. Well, I'm going to start my morning at Helios Grand Hotel because, like we said, budgets are not of concern and I can't afford an $800 room. So in my metaphorical day, I'm definitely staying there. But I'm going to pop over to Oak and Star for breakfast because I think Oak and Star is just like an amazing restaurant and I love the vibe in there. So I'm going to grab the tofu scramble and like a whole plate of vegan bacon because like we said, prices don't matter. I will probably end up carrying most of it in a baggie in my bag for the rest of the day to snack on, but I
see no problem.
Whole plate of it. Thank you. I appreciate y'all's support. And then I am going to go on the carousel because like I can't think of a better way to start my day than to go ride on the carousel on my bunny specifically.
Yes.
I don't know what the bunny is actually called. I'm sure the constellation has a name. I just don't know it. By the way, for anyone listening that hasn't been, the carousel does change every time that you ride it. There are 7 experiences, so I'm not experiencing the same thing every single time that I'm on it. So though there's no judgment and anybody who wants to ride a ride, that's the same thing every time because, find your happy where you get it. Okay. And then I'm going to ride Curse of the Werewolf and I'm specifically going to ride in row. I think it's not, how many rows are on that? Is it 10 or 9? I don't know. Whatever row is at the very back that spins around and no one's behind you or facing you. Whatever row that is, I'm riding in that row because I rode in that the last time I rode it, it was amazing. I couldn't even believe like not looking at someone was like a different experience.
Okay.
It was crazy. So if y'all get that row, just it's different.
Shelby, are you very introverted? Shelby?
Me? Yeah. Why?
Okay. I didn't want to make assumptions because I'm very, very extroverted, if you cannot tell.
Yeah, I'm about to go where you're going, Kayla.
Yeah, where is this going?
My love of Curse of the Werewolf was the fact that I was spun facing absolute strangers, screaming my head off.
I'm not going to say I didn't enjoy when I wrote it and there were other people in front of me. I just thought it was a completely different experience to like not look at, because the fun of it when you ride it facing someone is that all of a sudden when the ride, whenever you're done and it spins back around and you're like, oh, there's new people. And every single time it's happened, like everyone is shocked to see the same people again. Like you haven't seen them in 10 minutes, but it's been like 30 seconds or whatever. But yes, I am very introverted typically. So, good assumption.
Tracy, are you introverted?
Me?
Yeah.
It depends on which way the wind's blowing.
I didn't think you were introverted. Okay, anyway.
I am
Kayla,
and I'm not.
I love Curse of the Werewolf because I get to I love Curse of the Werewolf the way that I love Popeyes and that I get to see other people experiencing just like utter shenanigans and I really enjoy that. So.
Yes.
Utter shenanigans is perfect. That's what Universal should put as their description.
I think that's our band name, isn't it?
It should be. But Kayla, let me take that back a little bit because like even Lee has said like before we started this podcast and before I was on UUOP and how introverted I was then. And I'm definitely more extroverted now than I was.
Mm-hmm. It's okay to be introverted. This is not like a negative. So I hope you don't think that's
No. I didn't take it like that. I'm just saying like I guess like Tracy said, it depends on the way the wind blows. Like I can be and I can just be by myself.
Yeah. I think it depends on who you're with as well, because some people
it definitely does
draw your personality out, don't they? And then others make you want to just hide in your coat.
Yes, exactly, Tracy.
Yeah.
I agree with that.
Yeah. Before you move on, Shelby.
Yes.
So the rabbit is the constellation Lepus. Lepus.
He's called Lepus? Okay.
Yes. And he's
I missed him.
He's a hare that is typically shown as being hunted by Orion. So I don't know whether there's Orion close behind.
Oh, he is. Yeah. Orion is next to him with the belt and his arrow.
There you go. He's hunting Lepus.
Oh, no. So, I have to protect him.
Yes.
Oh, my God. Shelby, can you please ride your bunny and just glare with no context at the Orion person?
I will next time I go.
I meant in the sky. I didn't mean on the ride. I meant Lepus is next to Orion in the sky. I don't know about the ride. I don't think there's an Orion. I don't think
I was going to say that's
on
what I meant.
On the carousel. No, I meant in the actual nighttime sky.
Yes, we see that every night from.
We took it literally.
We did.
Oops. It's okay. We'll pretend he's there. Or maybe, I don't know, because the moon ships are also like are they the galaxy? I don't know. Anyway, I don't know the whole history of it or the lore. Which I'm sorry to just insert this really quick. I know it's just to keep this short, but like the Universal put out that like celestial park thing that was like lore about it. And they didn't even include half the stuff about the carousel. It was really disappointing. Like, why do I know more about the carousel than this article? Anyway.
Yeah.
I just be unacceptable.
Just one more tiny note on the carousel, and then I promise we can move on. But this is important, though. The handicap accessible vehicles actually go up and down. So on almost every single ride at Universal, if the ride itself is accessible for a wheelchair or for someone who can't transfer or is in a specialized wheelchair, it's a stationary vehicle. But this carousel is the first time I've ever seen something that allows everybody to get the experience and not just people who are able to transfer or walk onto the ride by itself. And my mind was blown when I saw that. So I major kudos to Universal. There's a lot of hoops that they would have to jump through from a safety and ADA perspective to make that happen. And the fact that they chose to put the effort and attention into giving everybody, because there's a very different experience on a carousel, whether you're on a stationary vehicle or one that goes up and down.
That's true.
And so for Universal, that is like a major claps to you, Universal, for truly making the accessible experience just as amazing as everybody else's experience. So I really wanted to bring that point up, and now I'm done.
No, I'm glad you brought up that point because I did notice that too, and I think that is amazing. And I think like this is the one ride that I think everybody should try to ride a couple times when you're there. Like whether you do it during the day or not. Like the night experience definitely is different, but you can still have an amazing time during the day. It doesn't matter. Like it's still fantastic. Anyway, I'm going to stop talking about the carousel now.
Oh, we weren't even talking. We were talking about Curse of the Werewolf.
We were talking about Curse of the Werewolf, but I mean,
found the name. Okay, that's how we ended up.
It's all good.
Okay,
I mean, the carousel's amazing. So yeah. Anyway, and in an effort to not ride the carousel all day, my third attraction is going to be ET, but I'm specifically going to ride in the front left seat, and I'm really particular about where I ride on these rides. So like,
I mean, that's easily the best.
It is. Like, it is the best seat.
Yes.
And then I'm also going to ride the Mummy and this in the same front left seat because that's also the best seat.
I don't know about that one, but I'll trust you.
It just have it just have better. When you think about the track, it's got better bends. Yeah.
In the front left.
Yeah.
Yeah. I agree.
I'll test it out next time.
Yeah.
You should. Highly recommend. And then I'm going to eat a smoky carrot dog. I'm going to eat several of those. I would just eat those all day and ride the carousel.
I'm shocked.
You should be.
You're getting a smoky carrot dog and then 10 to put in your Tupperwares that you brought.
Yep, I am, because money is no object this day. So I'm just gonna get them all. This is our personal, like, all the food's free. And then I'm going to get a dirigible plum juice from over in Paris because I don't know why they call it a mocktail. It's a juice, but it is like one of the best. It's better. I think it's better than the lemonade in Harry Potter.
Okay.
The tongue tie and lemon squash. I think the dirigible plum juice is better.
Ooh, I will try that in October.
It's so good. You have to try it.
I love plum anyway, so.
Oh yeah, you're gonna love it.
Okay.
That's the end of my morning, but I'll probably go pop back on the carousel while you guys have your mornings.
I mean, that seems fair.
All right.
That just seems fair.
Then I'll go. I forgot this was perfect in that we didn't care about location. So I just made an update. I'm also staying at Hotel Helios.
Yes.
I love the idea of being just right there with an infant. Like that to me, I don't think people are bringing up that I would pay to have that available, that like blowout, needs a quick nap, is like freaking out, that we could just walk to our room. So we're gonna stay at Hotel Helios. My breakfast is the same. It has not changed. 3 broomsticks, gluten-free pancakes. They're phenomenal. And then I don't remember. I know I rode Hagrid's. I'm assuming right after. My 3 attractions are Hagrid's, Popeye, and Men in Black. And then I'm going to see Cirque Arcanu, best show in Universal Orlando.
Yep.
It is amazing.
We all know where I'm going for my snack. I'm going to get my cauliflower bites at Minden Cafe.
Nice.
We should have take a drink, alcoholic or non-alcoholic, depending on your situation, of like how often Shelby brings up the carousel, how often I bring up Minden Cafe. We'll think of Tracy and Kelly's.
Yes.
Tracy, I think of how often you bring up that you don't like cilantro and coconut.
Yes.
Anyway.
Wow.
And then I'm getting a Lope blaster at Bar Moonshine.
Hey, Kayla. You picked a water ride. I think one of the rules of this game is like your clothes instantly dry if you go on a water ride.
Nice.
Love that.
No change of clothes needed.
Unless you're so hot that you don't mind.
Yeah,
that's different.
A little
That's
pulled off
different.
by your clothing.
I think this is our perfect day. We're never going to get overheated.
Okay, that's fair.
Yes, the weatter's beautiful on this day.
Nice gentle breeze. Yeah,
But
fantastic.
warm, that like I'm not cold riding Popeye.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah. That was another good one. Okay, my turn. Well, I'm staying at Sapphire Falls because that is my favourite hotel and it's kind of priced out for us at the moment. So I'm staying there in my same room that I had last time if I can, because it was perfect. So
Wonderful.
yes. It overlooked the water taxi, and it was a top floor in the corner, and it was just perfect. So breakfast, I am heading into the Oakenstar Tavern for a sausage, egg and cheese sandwich and coffee. And I was going to say, and if I'm lucky, they'll make the mistake they did last time, where 2 people saw the order and 2 people made me a coffee and came out at the same time. They're like, oh. And I was like, that's fine. I can double fist that.
There you go.
Except it was so strong, I couldn't drink 2.
Oh, no.
So, yeah. Then I'm heading into Cirque Arcanu for a bit of digestion while I'm entertained, because I agree that is my favourite show. It's absolutely gorgeous. I don't cry when I go and watch that one. That's just a vicious rumour. Then I'm heading into Monsters Unchained, the Frankenstein Experiment, because that is my favourite ride. Or, well, it is a ride, yes, it's a ride. And then I'm heading into Revenge of the Mummy. Now I'm going to sit front left because, yeah. And then before we have lunch, because I feel this is wise, we're going to have a good old zip along on Velocicoaster.
Yeah.
There you go.
I am snacking on a PB&J mac and cheese cone. Not corn, as the interviewer for Fox News thought it said. Cone. Cone. C-O-N-E. Because they are fantastic. And I'm going to drink a Monocane because they're quite expensive. So it's coming in the souvenir cup as well. Yes.
The cup is cute.
Oh, I love it.
Are they sweet?
Yes.
How would you
Mine was
describe it?
really sweet.
How do you describe it?
I don't feel like I got a good one, so I don't want to describe it. I feel like my mix was off because everybody else I talked to, they were like, oh, it was great. And I was like, mine was like too sweet and too soda-y or something. I don't know.
I didn't get, because sometimes you get the soda water taste, and I had none of that. Do you know, my brain's going, we don't remember. Have we had these? We don't remember this. Do you know, I don't actually remember what the flavour profile is.
It's got like melon in
I was
it,
going to say
right?
it feels like it was tropical. It can't be melon because I'm not a fan of melon. Oh, surprise, surprise!
Wasn't it kind of like Sprite-ish? Like,
I'm looking it up.
I just remember it's like luminous green.
yeah, it's very green.
See, we have two of the beakers, and I'm planning, if I can work it out, I'm going to use pouring resin to recreate it within. I've never used resin before, so it could go. So it's pineapple, blue raspberry, passion fruit, all syrups, with emerald luster dust and Sprite.
Mine did not taste like that. Mine tasted like Sprite.
Oh, that's not good.
That's so sad.
They are very delicious. And you don't have to get it in the souvenir cup if you don't want to, which is very useful if you already have half a dozen of them.
There you go.
Well, I'm going to try it. And
yes,
Tracy, I think that sounds like an awesome idea with the resin. And I did a resin craft, and it was easier than we thought it would be.
Oh,
so I am hopeful for your craft.
I will talk to you later. Okay.
Kayla, if you get one of these in September, can I take a sip?
Yes.
Okay.
I'm thinking in that way it's like safety, that if it's too sweet, we could just share it amongst the group.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Cool.
Well, I don't like very sweet stuff, and I loved this.
Okay.
I guess I'm going to have to try it again.
Tracy, things that you've said that you've liked tells me I think if you like this drink, I'll like this drink. I've just been so hesitant because of the sweetness. Yeah. I thought it was really sweet. We will try it.
There is no coconut and no cilantro in it.
Thank goodness.
Yeah.
I never thought about like Monsters Unchained and then directly after the Revenge of the Mummy that it's like two monster, like the Monsters Unchained feels like our first monster ride because it's in the monster land, but we had a monster ride already and it was awesome.
Yeah. It's kind of like that bit's like a mini Horror Night.
Yeah.
A horror morning.
I was trying to think, I was like, why do I feel like I'm never on the left side on the Mummy? And it's because I do single riders so often. So I'm almost always the last person in the car, meaning I'm like on the right hand side. So next time I'm with a group because even when I'm with a group, it's usually people who go all the time and we would rather just single rider to get it done quickly rather than wait 45 minutes for a ride we've been on a bunch of times and a bunch of times together. But that is one thing, like you have no control over your seating position if you do single rider.
Yep. I can't remember the last time I rode in that seat. I've ridden in that seat on ET more often than I've done it on the Mummy, but I just know that's the seat to be in.
Yes.
Nice. All right. Well, Tracy, I'm joining you at Sapphire Falls. That is, I didn't think about it from the, like, I'm just going to go do the most expensive thing everywhere to get the most out of my day. But I love Sapphire Falls. I love the pool. I love the pool bar. I love the restaurants. I love the vibe. I love the rooms. Like, Sapphire Falls is absolutely my favorite hotel on property. And that makes it pretty easy for me to just go downstairs for breakfast at Amatista. I just had the buffet on this last trip with my dad. When they found out it was his birthday, they gave us vouchers for breakfast at Amatista one morning.
Nice.
Which was amazing. Amatista has a breakfast buffet. They also, very similar to we were just talking about Helios, they have a full breakfast menu, but their buffet is $34 and almost everything on the menu even the sides, like a side of fruit is like $6 or $7. A side of bacon is like $8 or $9 or something like that. So you can so easily get bang for your buck here. They have seasonal overnight oats. So when I was there, it was like brown sugar blueberry overnight oats that were made. They were dairy free, and then they've got really good breakfast potatoes that have like the onions in them too, like a potatoes O'Brien and peppers. And then bacon, sausage. They have a make your own omelet station where you can pick the ingredients and things like that. And Sapphire Falls has really good coffee. It's different than the coffee on the rest of property. So I am starting my day there with a good breakfast. And then this might become, if a trope is going to be attached to me, I love starting my morning in, on, around, near water. So I'm going to, like last time, take a little trip over to Volcano Bay. I'm going to rope drop the Fearless River and take a couple spins around there. Our last Horror Nights trip, Kayla and our friend Grace and I were at the Cabana Bay pool at like 9:02 in the morning after our express night at Horror Nights, just to get off of our feet. And we were the only people there, and we were just floating around the pool on our backs, like not talking to each other, not like just being weightless in the pool. And again, I'm a Florida baby, so being around water is how I would love to start my day.
Okay. Question though. So if this is a magical day, does that mean you can just go around and round and round, step out when you're done, you're instantly dry?
Oh yeah, for sure. Same rule applies to the water rides itself.
That gives you time for an extra spin around.
There you go. And if I'm not all the way dry yet, I will be after I get on Velocicoaster and front row, dry it off the rest of the way that way. And then so Velocicoaster is my favorite roller coaster on property, but Hagrid's is my favorite attraction. So that's my third attraction for the morning. I'm going to go on Hagrid's. I'll be front row on the motorbike. And then I'm going to hop over to Spider-Man because I think that ride still holds up like beautifully. I know some people, including Lee, think that the 3D is not as good when they moved it over to the 4K, but the like attraction as a package, top to bottom, whether it's the thrill, the like syncing of the practical effects with the digital effects, I still love that ride. And I think riding it with people who've never been on it before is a good testament to how good an attraction is. Everybody's laughing, everybody's screaming when you're quote unquote falling at the end. Everybody's like, what? like, so yeah. I still adore that ride. My snack is going to be a shepherd's pasty pie. Thanks to Shelby for introducing that to me. I legitimately got one. So I got a couple hours at the parks this past week before I drove up to Atlanta to stay with a friend there. And I like got a pasty pie for the road, and I ate it like in my car driving through Central Florida.
Even though it's the wrong name.
Yes, I know.
It really gets on my British nerves. Shepherd's pie in a pasty. These people. Anyway.
Well, we all know Universal and their menu typos. So whether this is on purpose or not, it is what it is.
It is.
And my drink is also from Wizarding World, and I just tried it this past trip. It's the Otter's Fizzy Orange Juice. Okay. And it's like a sparkling, it's like a less heavy pumpkin juice almost. So it's got a lot of similar flavors to that. So I think it's like orange juice-ish, something orange juicy with soda water, but then it's got like vanilla and cinnamon. Ooh. And then the rim of the cup has this like brown sugar rim. Okay. It's delicious.
Well, I'll have to try that.
Yeah, that one's good too.
Yeah, so that's my morning.
Good morning. Yeah. Okay. Let's move on to the afternoon and evening and see where that takes us. Kayla, kick us off.
All right, so I'm realizing that I'm the Chris of taste because I'm the only one that got an alcoholic drink, and I thought of getting
the day's young.
I thought of getting hot butter beer and other drinks, and I'm like, I have to get an alcoholic drink. So anyway,
actually, you know what, Kayla? Now that you said that, there's no hangovers or any repercussions for me drinking alcohol. So technically,
there we go. Make some updates.
We've got a lot of day left, Kayla.
We do.
All right. I drank morning, noon, and night. So for lunch, I'm going to try a new thing and get the baguette from Café de la Serene in France. And I looked at the baguettes. There's like a turkey one and a vegetarian one, and I want to get both. So I'll get both. Let's just try them both. I'm so jazzed about getting a baguette. You guys don't even know. It's
Yeah.
so
I can
silly.
only imagine, Kayla.
Yeah.
It's just a sandwich, but it looks so good and it's gluten-free and I can order it on the app. Oh my God.
So it's not just a sandwich.
Yeah.
It's not. All right, my attractions. I am going to ride Monsters because it is my favorite at Epic. Then I'm going to go to ET because this is what I thought was missing from Epic. Was just like a hokey little silly ride. And it made me really realize I still don't like Disney. And I don't most arguments I hear pro Disney I think are people that have like never been to Universal for the most part. So like I hear about theming, whatever, but the positive, what I'm trying to say is I hear Disney people saying about nostalgia, and I felt it a bit when I was at Epic. And again, back to having an ET-like attraction is that what I think is like the only little thing missing. And I flippin' loved Epic. So that's just like a nice little ad they can do for me. But so I'm going to ride ET and have my little hokey, weird alien dance party. And then I'm going to ride Donkey Kong because I thought that was so fun. It made me giggly like a child. And then I'm going to scream my head off on Velocicoaster. My snack is going to be vegan pizza tots from Green Eggs and Ham.
Nice.
Yeah.
This is where I'm like, did I make a mistake? But I've really, in my old age of 34, have really loved wine. Like I've really come to appreciate wine. And I love getting wine at Chocolate Emporium. Like when I think of some of my favorite drinks, it's a good pour. It's good. It goes well with the food. So maybe it's boring, but I'm just going to get rosé from there. And then I lied. I'm going to use my
Time turner.
Thank you. My time turner. I was thinking in my brain, it was like clock I could turn around. Time turner. And I'm going to get a walking taco because I am obsessed. I don't care. I don't go to kids. People are like, oh, you can get a walking taco at a kid's baseball game. My kid doesn't play baseball. I don't go to these games. Yeah. And Universal's walking tacos are phenomenal. And I bet they're better than your kid's baseball game walking tacos.
Okay, let's show.
So
they're in shade. Brilliant.
Having spent like 18 hours in a car over the last week, I've gone back and listened to some of our old episodes, and I listened to our HHN draft. And you want to talk about utter shenanigans? Like, Tracy, we missed you for sure, but that was wild stuff. If you guys have not heard that episode and just want to like laugh at people being ridiculous with each other, that's a good.
Oh yeah,
I'm gonna have to listen to it again now.
Yeah, that was pretty wild.
Did I talk about my love of walking tacos?
Oh, you waxed poetically about your love of walking tacos for about 7 minutes. So.
Oh, wow. I love that.
So that's my dinner.
Yeah.
There you go.
Hey, who doesn't love a walking taco? Yeah.
Me, but that's for other
Well,
reasons.
yes. That's for different reasons. Yes. Okay. Who doesn't love a good walking taco?
Yeah.
Okay,
Yes.
there you go.
Yes. Okay. Right. So for lunch, because this is like my perfect day. I'm going to go to the Today Cafe because I've never had a bad sandwich from there. So I'm going for the 30 Rock Midtowner, and I'm having a large coffee because you all know that's my favourite coffee on property. Then I'm using my time turner and I'm riding Jaws.
Yeah.
It's just, yes. Although, if we do have honourable mentions, I agonised because there was something else I wish I had 2 time turners. But no, Jaws was the one. Then I am riding Curse of the Werewolf, hopefully with an uneven weight distribution so I can get all the spins in, because that never happens for me. And then, so I did have a few, I needed about another 15 slots really.
Yeah.
This one, Hiccups Wing Gliders. It just makes me grin the entire time. It's not intense, but you really do feel like you're flying. It's just so much fun. It's a cute story, and I had to have that in here. Because doing this list again has really made me think, actually. It's been very hard. And it's made me realise just which rides I really need to get back to in October. And then I am going to finish. So this is probably going to be after, well, maybe not, maybe just before dinner. I'll have a late dinner just before dinner. We're going to ride Stardust Races. Now, I haven't decided whether I want to ride just at golden hour as it's starting to get dusk, or whether I want to ride in full darkness. Probably full darkness, actually, thinking about it.
Both.
So yes, Stardust Races.
Tracy, both.
Well, yes. I mean, this is, I am claiming both sides because it's magic. And that...
So ride one side when the sun's setting at golden hour, and then one at night.
Yes. So yellow first, and then the more intense green in the dark. Let's just do it that way.
Did you guys know there's different music for day and night Stardust Racers?
I didn't even know there was music. I was too busy screaming.
Right? So they released the music, and the song title is Stardust Racers Day, or some version of that.
I haven't checked all of that out yet, so I'll have to. Okay.
All right. You reminded me, Tracy.
Yeah. So I'm going with my snack, and it's a snack. I'm going with the Donkey Kong Crush Float. It may have liquid in it, but you eat. It's a snack.
Yeah. That's a snack.
Yes, thank you. I've already had this argument once today with somebody. But it wasn't Lee. I am washing that down with a Spice Root Old Fashioned because I have to. It is the nicest old fashioned I've had so far. And I am dining at Blue Dragon, and I am having the Mapo tofu. I always struggle to say that. And a mooncake, because that is exactly what I'll be ordering in October.
I love how you're preparing to fight with us that the DK float was a snack. And we're like,
even if it was a liquid, we'll say it's a snack.
Can you tell that I'm used to being on the other show where I have to defend my choices?
Apparently, other than a draft episode, we are all fairly agreeable with each other. We have to steal things, and then we become vicious. But
exactly.
Speaking of sharing, Tracy, you and I have quite similar afternoons.
Oh.
So I'm also getting lunch from the Today Cafe. I just had the Midtowner. That's not what I'm getting, but it was fantastic. Yeah. It was really, really good and packed. Like I ate almost all of it, but couldn't finish it, which is like a feat for me. My best friend Jess finished my sandwich for me, but it was delicious. But I'm getting the Carnegie sandwich, so the pastrami sandwich with the vegan cheese, which was recommended to me by the chef last time. She was like, I actually like the vegan cheese on the sandwich over the cheddar or whatever that it comes with.
Well, I'll try that because I like the Carnegie as well. Which side? I've just thought about that. I didn't do that. Which side are you going for? Fruit or potato salad?
So fruit is my only option. The potato salad has both dairy and gluten in it.
Damn it.
Strangely.
I never thought about gluten. Crap.
Yep. There's sour cream mixed in with the mayo for the base. That's my one of my few complaints about Today Cafe. I have had some not so great experiences with which I've shared with you guys, but those are so few and far between the fantastic experiences. But I do wish they had a side other than just fruit if you can't have the potato salad. Because again, back to the melon thing, it's usually a couple huge pieces of honeydew and then 2 blueberries and a piece of pineapple.
Yeah.
Yep.
And
even chips, I would take I would take a bag of Lay's potato chips because easily.
Once you get a little bit older, fruit like melon, your body doesn't like, and it repeats on you and gives you heartburn. Sorry. Personal soapbox.
Yep.
Yeah.
But then I'm hopping over to
Kelly.
Go ahead, Kayla.
They've updated the potato salad and it is gluten-free.
Okay.
Oh.
It's still
I just wanted, we're a food podcast.
Okay.
So that it
Yeah, no,
wasn't.
thank you.
And then it was, and I just double checked the summer menu and it still is. So they made
great.
that update.
Good. Now take the sour cream out so I can
Kelly,
Yeah.
what's crazy is we were told that they use the veggies. So like, why are they adding the sour cream when that could be vegan?
Yeah.
I don't know if that's still the case, but it was like a year or two ago.
Okay. Well, it's my magic day, so my side is going to be the overnight oats instead of
Oh,
fruit.
nice.
There we go.
And
That's a great idea.
I have it open, and so Today Cafe, the only side listed as dairy-free is fruit cup.
Yep.
So that
Lame.
is strange.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right.
Anyway, perfect day.
I'm now transporting over to Epic Universe, and I'm going to ride Harry Potter and the Battle at the Ministry. Adored this ride.
Mhm.
I can't remember if I've shared on here yet, but I rode it. We ended up on it 3 times and did not have a single ride where it didn't break down for a little bit. The reason we got on the 3rd time is that we had done single rider late at night and it like immediately broke down. Like legitimately, we turned the corner from the load station and like dropped like 2 feet and then just sat on the motion base for the rest of the ride. But I got to see the whole ride essentially like with the lights on and no soundtrack playing. So I got to like theme park nerd Kelly examine the whole
I
thing
actually
and
love that.
try to figure out how some things worked. But I adored this ride. I thought obviously the queue is the most fantastic themed anything, probably in any theme park anywhere. But loved the ride. I'm a huge Potter nerd, and I thought there were some really, really unique elements to it. I'm hopeful that in a couple of years, once they have all of the kinks worked out and things like that, just like many of the other major attractions that have opened in the last decade, there's going to be like, this is the attraction that's going to have that period of time where they have to figure out how everything works all together. But the animatronics were fantastic. The interplay of the different kinds of screens I thought was really good. And I just loved this. And then I moved the order around a little bit. I'm going to grab a spice root old fashioned, just like you, Tracy.
Yes.
I really enjoyed that drink. And
shall
then I'm
pop
going
that
to
bar
go
together.
watch Untrainable Dragon, which is my favorite show on property. I loved
It's
Cirque
beautiful.
Arcanu, and I can't wait to see it again now that I thought I remembered the second Fantastic Beasts movie pretty well, but I just rewatched it and was like, oh, all of these things. Even if you've never seen a Fantastic Beasts movie, if you watch the first 20 minutes of the second movie, it gives you so much more context. Like, that's all you have to watch. It gives you so much more context for the show itself. And I love Cirque even more now, but How to Train Your Dragon is one of my favorite film franchises.
Yeah.
And this show left me in absolute puddles when I saw it. So I'm going to see that. And then continuing my dragon-themed evening, I'm having dinner at the Blue Dragon. I'll get the beef and broccoli, the snowflake pot stickers.
Ooh.
Basically just like bring me the whole menu because almost the entire menu is dairy-free.
And very delicious.
Yes. And then I'm doing hiccups at night. Again, talk about tears.
Oh.
I was like up another puddle.
This
Riding
is
hiccups
the
at night.
only ride I've ever cried on. And I'm sat.
Yeah.
And it was at the like the nursery bit, if you like. And I don't know what happened. And all of a sudden I'm sitting there going, crying. Why? Nobody look at me because I don't know what to do. It's so weird.
Yeah, like at night, that ride is even better with the music. It's the water being lit from underneath is just
I need to do that.
gorgeous. And we were in the back row, and I, instead of putting my arms up, I think I shared this last month, but instead of putting my arms up, I had them out to the sides like I was flying on a dragon. And it was a magical experience. So that ends my dragon section of my day. And I'm going back over to studios and using my time turner, my last attraction. I'm going to use, well, not necessarily the time turner for this, but I love a good party at the end of the night, and I'm going to watch the Mardi Gras parade as my final attraction.
Brilliant.
So I just love the music and the beads and the dancing and how into it everybody is. And while I'm watching the Mardi Gras parade, I'm going to use my time turner to get the Szechuan chicken bites from Mardi Gras this year. It can be any Mardi Gras parade, whatever year you want to name, or next year's, because I can maybe also go in the future.
Oh.
But those spicy little chicken bites are going to be my snack while I watch the parade.
Yum. That's a really good afternoon.
It is.
Oh, thanks.
Yeah. Shelby, how does yours shape up?
Oh, well, I'm going to pop over to Burke and get Velka's vegan burger because it is the best vegan burger that I've ever had. And it's not an Impossible. It's not Beyond. It's not a vegan meat burger. It's a veggie burger. I don't know. I think everyone should try it that can, because it's not gluten-free. Sorry, Kayla. But it's amazing. And I don't like veggie burgers. That's not up my alley at all. But this thing is fried, and I don't know what made them do that, but it's incredible. So I'm going to have that for my lunch. And then I'm going to pop back over to Islands, and I'm going to ride Hagrid's in the front row on the motorbike as well, because that's the best seat. Nice. And then, I guess because this isn't something that's always at the parks, it's kind of a time turner sort of item, but I'm going to have a lacto cooler because for my perfect day, I need a lacto cooler. I know they've got them already. They have to. I just got to wait 28 more days to have one. And then I'm going to pop back over to Burke, and I'm going to ride Hiccup's Wing Gliders because I also love that coaster. I think it is amazing. And I just giggle and laugh the whole time, kind of similar to Hagrid's. It's just so much fun. And then I'm going to ride the carousel at night because the carousel at night is amazing. And I'm going to get, it's going to be 3 rides because 3 of the songs are my favorite. So they're just going to continue. They're not even going to stop the ride at this point. They're just going to play my 3 favorite songs. They're going to let me ride on the bunny. Wait, what's his name again? Shoot.
Lepus.
Thank you. I have a terrible memory. Ask me about vegan options at Universal. I can remember, but I can't remember Lepus the bunny. Anyway. And then I'm going to get a fresh smoky carrot dog because I cannot eat enough of those. My last trip there, I literally took one home and ate it in my bed, and I'm not even kidding you.
I love it.
I put it on a plate and I ate it in my bed. My husband was sleeping next to me, and I'm like, I'm just eating this carrot dog from Epic Universe. I do weird stuff. Anyway.
Oh. Is that weird?
And, on par for me to eat a snack and then go to dinner, I'm going to go to Blue Dragon as well because Blue Dragon is absolutely amazing. I'm going to get the cold noodles and the spring rolls, which I know I'm talking about that, and people are going to be like, those aren't vegan. Well, they're not marked vegan on the menu because of a shared fryer. So we'll just throw that in there for anyone trying to question me. As far as I know, nothing has changed. But, everyone check when you go. Anyway. And then I'm going to finally use my time turner. And I'm going to bring back Marathon of Mayhem from Halloween Horror Nights 29. I will die on this hill that was the best water show, or maybe best show in general that I have ever seen. And it has a lot to do with the IPs that they used. I understand that, but just the music, the visuals, is absolutely perfect. And I feel like they keep trying to do water shows. And I'm curious to see with the one this year, but the other ones have not even come close to what they did that first year. It's just top tier entertainment. And I'm not a show person, as you guys have heard. I've not mentioned any shows in my perfect day. I don't watch shows really. Admittedly, I do love shows at Universal. I just don't typically take time out of my day to do them, but I have cried in both Cirque Arcanu and the Untrainable Dragon. So I've also cried at Epic Universe. I think we all have. I've cried at the fountain. I've cried on the carousel. Okay, there's lots of crying at that place. I don't know.
There is. It's something in the water, I'm sure.
There is something in the water. And then just for my honorable mention, because I will never let this die, is the mummy sandwich from Monsters Cafe. That is the perfect end to my perfect day. They are going to bring it back for one day only, because I'm sorry, Oak and Star can try, but Oak and Star is not Monsters Cafe barbecue jackfruit.
Yeah.
It is, it can't compare. I don't know what they did at Monsters Cafe. And I should have just brought the whole cafe back. In fact, that's what I'm doing. The whole cafe is back, and they made me a jackfruit sandwich.
Why not?
I cheated. Sorry.
No, it's funny.
It wasn't intentional.
No, it's funny you mentioned Marathon and Mayhem for your time Turner. Like Horror Nights 29. For me, it was Ghoulish. That's my honourable mention. I don't know it's because we have the music and we listen to it a lot, but I love Ghoulish. But I love all of those Lagoon shows. I think they're fantastic.
Yeah.
So, Kelly,
they do a really good job with them.
They really do. Yeah.
Marathon and Mayhem, the originals.
I'm excited to see one.
I was going to say.
Yeah.
Most of our group hasn't gotten to see an HHN show.
Yeah.
Which occurred to me. I listened to the Universal Family podcast today. They were talking about Ghoulish. I messaged them because they were like, oh yeah, it's going to have they were naming IPs that can be in it. And I'm like, no, that's not what this is at all. And they were saying they might not go to it. And I definitely think it's up their alley. So, I mean, I think it's up almost anyone's alley, but I love them, obviously.
I'm trying to remember which was the Lagoon show that it only ran for, was it about a week?
That was
that Ghoulish? I wanted to say, but I wasn't sure.
So that's why Kayla and I haven't seen it, is because we were there a little bit later and it was already gone, I think.
We were
or it might have been the year before us.
That.
I don't.
Yeah. And we've managed to see, every year we've been there for them, we've managed to see them. And then other people haven't, and we don't know how we've got so lucky. It's crazy.
Yeah, I think, Kelly, the years you've gone, there hasn't been a Lagoon show because they were making me updated.
One.
Yeah.
Oh, that's right. Yep.
And I did get to see Ghoulish, and I got to see, I thought the one before. Anyway, I really love the Lagoon show, and I love the HHN versions, and they're not very scary for people. They're not scary at all. So
they're not scary.
Again, I'm thinking of the Universal Family. I'm like trying not to spoil, but I'm like, if anyone's afraid, if they're like, oh, I'm scared to go, don't be. It's more.
Oh yeah.
I will. I'll be messaging them now.
Water-based, but not a water show. My honorable mention is Fire Drill. If I'm just gonna keep hanging out and burp,
that's the only thing I haven't done.
Had a blast on that ride. So I did not do this on purpose, but I overshot one of the targets and hit some poor dude in the other boat, like square in the face. And he like looked at me, and I was like, sorry. And then he took his cannon and pointed it right at me. And all of a sudden we were in an all out like Nordic sea battle.
I
with
love
the boat
it.
in front of us. Nobody's shooting targets. We're just shooting at each other.
Fantastic.
And everybody's laughing hysterically. There's like, again, I just want a little like whimsy in my theme park life. And that ride is so, again, utter shenanigans. Just like I had a blast on that ride, and I would not wait like 90 minutes for it, which is what it's been getting lately. But I had a great time on that one. So, there's other stuff like Born and Mummy and the Seuss Trolley that I love.
Yeah.
But E.T., but Fire Drill would be my one if I could add an honorable mention.
Okay. Any for you, Kayla?
I want to say, I think all of your perfect days, if I had those days, would also feel like perfect days, which just tells you how much I love so much of the parks.
Yeah. And
it was very hard to make this list.
It was hard.
Yeah. Probably my addition would be Ministry of Magic. It was hard. It was hard for me to look at my list and see that it wasn't on there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And Curse of the Werewolf. And I love that Tracy and Shelby had it.
Yeah.
Oh, it's so
I
much
think
fun.
it's still getting too much hate.
It is.
I love that ride. It's so fun.
It's so much fun.
The only thing I would change was make it longer. Go around twice.
Yeah, agree.
Yeah.
It is too short.
Yeah. So
Yeah, the hate that it's getting,
ridiculous.
If you want it to be longer, that means that you like it.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Well,
Good point.
if people are hating on it, they're going to stay away, and that means that we get on faster.
Yeah, shorter lines for us.
Yes. Yeah.
That's the only problem, though. If they make it longer, the line's only going to get
The line
longer.
will get longer.
But
True.
I also had a blast on that ride. So
It's a lot of fun. Yeah. Anything else to add?
I wish the carousel was longer. Sorry. Well, some of the songs, they like end really abruptly. And I'm like, why did it stop? Maybe that's just me.
Shelby was chanting, one more time, one more time. I know I basically just said this, but I think with the heat of the summer, there's been more negatives specifically about Epic that I've seen, and I just don't get it.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm like, maybe I had a perfect day because we had such little lines. So my hope is with the less lines and the cooler temperatures that people can see Epic for what it is. More people can listen to UUOP and listen to Lee explain that it's not, if you're going to just go on ride,
Mm-hmm.
you're missing it.
Absolutely.
You are missing it.
Yep.
Yeah.
And yeah, like making this list, next week, my list could be entirely different. And that is just to say how amazing the entertainment is, the rides are, the food is. I could have a completely different list with completely different restaurants and it still be like a perfect day for me. So
agreed.
I hope people can like pack their patience pants. And potentially, if you're really sensitive to heat, maybe don't go right now.
Yeah.
It's rough.
Or wear a hat and take an umbrella.
Yeah. And there are if you can pack all of the indoor things into the middle part of your day, it's very, very doable to get a bunch of outdoor stuff done first thing in the morning. Yep. Then when it gets really hot, that's when you get a drink here, then go see Untrainable Dragon, then get lunch here, then go see Cirque Canoe, then go into Ministry. The entire experience is indoors. Like I think I said this, but I spent, it rained from 2 to 7 the first day that I was there. And we were indoors that entire time because that's exactly what we did. We saved the indoor things for the middle part of our day. And then by the end of the night, the lines for the rides were back down to like minimal times. And so be smart about it. Again, hydrate, expect that like this, it's not, it is very doable to have a very full day where you get a lot done and you're not standing outside in the heat ready to drop dead.
Exactly. And people, so I've a lot of people have noticed this. So it always used to be that midday was the time that was the worst for the heat and the sun. And I've noticed that there's been a shift and it's closer to around 3 o'clock now when you have the hottest part of the day. So I always say eat at off times.
Yes.
Because the lines at lunchtime will go down because everybody is at lunchtime, inverted commas, go down because everybody goes to eat. You get to ride and then you eat a little later. And it's quieter in the restaurants, but you're missing the big lines and you're not in that burning sun. So it's just all those things, like put all of those tips together we've given you and you're going to have the best time. Promise.
Yeah. I was going to say, if you are a Disney person and need something to equate it to in your brain, this park is much more Epcot than a Magic Kingdom. Like this park is not about like ride, go see, do, experience, whatever it is. Get a drink here, get a snack there. Look at this. Total side note, but a brand new experience was taking my father, who's a landscaper, and continually losing him in this park because he's trying to figure out how the irrigation system works.
Wow.
Oh my God.
I love that.
I like was on talking to him and turned around and he's 200 feet behind me with his head stuck in the fountain outside of Oak and Star trying to figure out how it works.
Brilliant.
But like that's why there's roaming entertainment here. This park is not about I don't know if anyone of you are familiar with like people who are like coaster credit people of
Yes.
And that I love that. I have my own list and things like that. This is not a credits park. This is not, I'm going to walk into this park and check off 17 things. No. This is an experience park. This is where you go to luxuriate in, there was a musician playing like the little electric violin, like the Lindsey Sterling style, that sort of thing. So like grab a drink, sit in the shade, watch the entertainment. There is roaming entertainment, which we need to enjoy or it will go away because it's expensive to have.
Yeah.
So if you want your Igor in Darkmoor and Cosme Acajou in France, then you have to interact with those things and experience them. And that's what makes this park a little bit more lived in, like a real world.
Yes.
Than somewhere you would go just to check off. I went on the tallest thing. I went on the fastest thing. I went on the spinny thing. I went on the technologically advanced thing. Like this is not a credits park. This is I'm going to live here for the day.
Yes. It's like it's a social experience.
Yeah.
So, yeah. I love it.
I was just going to add in really quick to your point, Tracy and Kelly eat at off times. And also I've heard that like Blue Dragon and Atlantic aren't really that busy because, people are trying to get the most out of their day. And I understand that, but go at the hottest part of the day, eat your late lunch, dine like at a real restaurant because they're both fantastic. And people aren't taking advantage of it. I'm pretty sure you could get a reservation at either any day of the week at any time. So take advantage of those restaurants and you could have a nice sit down meal and be out of the heat for a little bit and it have like some nice ambiance too.
Exactly.
And delightful air conditioning.
Oh yes.
Those restaurants.
Very,
some of them
very good.
Yeah. It's when we're there in October, we have a day in Epic planned. And it's kind of like, because the last trip was so busy and we're always seeing people, we're saying no to seeing people on this day. This is our day, just the two of us.
Good.
Which we haven't had in years. So we've kind of got a loose plan for the day and we're going to have a later breakfast. We're going to have a later lunch because we've got a table booked at Blue Dragon and it's the last sitting, which I believe is 8:45.
Very nice.
My gosh.
So we're going to end and then we're going to be able to walk out of the park when it's already closed. And I love doing that because you get some of the best photographs as well. So I am looking forward to that. Very much, actually. So,
very deserved.
Yeah.
Amazing.
Well, shockingly, we ended up going on a Epic Universe tangent there at the end. But I think it was,
not like us.
Well, that's, why we did this update is that we had so much new stuff to talk about.
Yeah. So is it dessert time, ladies?
I think it is.
It might be. Okay. So today's dessert. Now, if you've been listening and you've been taking notes, you may remember we said something at the top of the show and partway through. So today's dessert is an invitation for you to win a little thank you giveaway. Whether you've been listening for one day, whether from day one, or whether this is your first show you've just tuned in, we are really glad you're here at the table with us. There's always room for one more. And Kelly, lovely Kelly, has picked up a little souvenir from Epic Universe, and she's going to send that to one lucky listener. So if you want to get your hands on that, all you have to do to enter is send in your list of your perfect day at Universal, use our format, and just go for it. So use that format from today's episode to describe your day. Be as creative and as wild as you can because we love it. Yes, we do.
So you can send in your list via email, Facebook, or Instagram, and we'll compile the entries and choose a winner on Saturday, August 23rd, which gives you 2 weeks to send in your list from the time this episode premieres. And I will mail you your prize, and then we will read your list off in our September show.
Oh, I cannot wait to see these.
Yeah. I know, I'm stoked.
You can find us on Facebook at Taste of Universal, on Instagram at Taste of Universal Podcast, or you can email us at thetasteofuniversal@gmail.com. Make sure to follow us on our social media to get even more news content and occasional ridiculousness.
Occasional?
I was going to say, you beat me to it. Occasional.
For all your other Universal news, go and listen to our network hosts, the unofficial Universal Orlando podcast, and as well as our other podcasts on the network, Rush of Fear for all your year-round Halloween Horror Nights news, woohoo, reviews and chat, and the Theme Park Duo for coverage of everything West Coast. You can also follow me on Instagram at Universal Orlando Vegans.
And I'll pop in here that I copied and pasted this from before the Portkey Passport was a thing. And so Portkey Passport is a Disney-centric podcast, but for adults only. So follow them as well.
Yes. We hope you enjoyed this episode of The Taste of Universal. Our next episode will be our Halloween Horror Night menu review, or even Halloween Horror Nights. Not just one, there's many of them. So keep an eye out for a potential early release. But until then, don't forget to tip your server. Bye-bye.